Welcome back to Texas Stadium, where the air temperature is over 100 degrees, and you heard Pat and John say the field temperature is reaching 200 degrees. Now, because of the heat, the Eagles training staff has given IVs to 2 Eagle players they felt might be susceptible to cramping and dehydration. Now, the Eagles have also brought along pickle juice. That's right, it's just off the supermarket shelf pickle juice. Now, there's no evidence to support that pickle juice does prevent cramping. The Eagles just say it does. Now, another thing the Eagles did to keep fresh before the game, they took their team off the field 10 minutes early. 10 minutes early off their pregame routine. Hopefully that does keep them fresh. This is something we'll be keeping up with throughout the game. Back to you, Pat and John.
Jason Tucker, Michael Wiley, the rookie. Akers tries an onside kick to start the season.
Yeah, I saw that thing coming the way that he started. He started over on the right hash mark, and he came all the way across, and he just hit that thing.
Donovan McNabb is the quarterback. 2nd and 5. Duce Staley going to be close to an Eagle first down. 2nd and 5. And so far it's paid off. No points yet, but the Eagles on the move. McNabb gives to Staley. And Staley hammers for an Eagle first down.
Runyon that they're going to get him on.
Big number 78. This is not the trap. This is McNabb back to screen it to Staley. And Staley crosses the Dallas 20.
In this red zone or inside the 20.
McNabb gives again to Staley. The blocking is good and Staley is good. And out of bounds at about the 3. Mitchell came in motion. McNabb dumps it in the end zone. Touchdown to Jeff Thomason.
That's not a bad move there. I'm really impressed with what Coach Andy Reid did. I mean, that whole drive, you expect him to run. You expect him to run in there behind Runyon. They fake in there behind Runyon, throw it into the end zone to Thomason.
And the Cowboys go with the empty backfield. And Aikman drops. Aikman falls down, tripped up. Corey Simon, the rookie. 2nd and 17. The Eagles substitute defensive backs this time. Reverse. To Ishmael. And the Rocket can rocket. Out to almost the 50-yard line. Out to the 48. Al Harris knocked him out of bounds. Picked up 37 yards. This is Emmitt Smith. And Emmitt flashes into the Eagles secondary. Aikman back to throw it. The blitz is coming, and Aikman goes down. First there was Mike Mamula. Carlos Emmons with an assist to Mamula. Here's Aikman with protection this time. The pass outside almost picked off. Almost picked off by Al Harris. Chris Warren in the backfield this time. And Aikman back to throw. Doesn't have time again. This time he's wrapped up by Hugh Douglas from the other side.
And that was from a 3-man line. And one thing, a running game, here they have an open backfield, no one in the backfield here. And then the short passing game.
McNabb retreats, pass complete to Staley. And Staley breaks one tackle. Staley to midfield, out of bounds. 2:31 left in the first. McNabb points and retreats. McNabb has all the time in the world. He gives it to Staley, and Staley is near a first down, I think, with the last.
I think it's, I don't know, it's talking, I think.
Here's Duce Staley. And Duce knocked out of bounds. Watch out by Ryan McNeil over the bench. That's Brian Mitchell. And Mitchell
to block off that middle for McNabb to run.
Brian Mitchell, the deep back. McNabb fakes left. Started to screen it. Now he's going to take off. McNabb, Martin, and Pritchett are the 2 backs behind McNabb.
Just have to get to the yellow line.
McNabb fake. Fires up the middle, complete. And there's a flag on the play.
And Donovan McNabb threw right in.
Pass interference. Number 43, defense.
Staley is the deep back. And the handoff is to Duce Staley. And he nudged it into the end zone for the Eagles' second touchdown. They lead at 13-0 with the extra point to come.
And 1 minute you see he has the socks down. They're putting ice on him. They're doing all this stuff. And the next thing they know, when you get down there.
Now, before the game, we talked to Cowboys coach Dave Campo. He said this is something his team should be prepared for. He said for the past 4 months, they practiced in this weather. So if anybody's going to be ready, they should be. Now, before the game, I pointed out to Troy Aikman that in the middle of the field, the temperature was 175 degrees. He shrugged it off and said, hey, just tell me what the temperature is in the end zone. Back up to you, Pat.
All right, DJ, thank you. Cowboys train up at Wichita Falls. And this pass is picked off by Jeremiah Trotter. Touchdown in Philadelphia.
Well, it looks like the Cowboys have been getting too ready for the weather and not ready for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Isn't that
because they're taking it to them in every area you can take it to them.
It's 3rd and 11. And Aikman, when he's gotten rid of the ball, has had to throw off his back foot every time. Here they come again, and down he goes again. Darling, and Aikman stays down a long time here. Now McNabb is pointing for the Eagles. The clock is running down, and he just does get it off.
Look at the time he has.
Staley is the deep back. McNabb to throw it. Pulls it down. McNabb lofted it into the pack. Dadwin had a chance.
Right, if they had to go to a desperation quarterback, would be Joey Galloway.
Here's Staley, and Staley,
look at him go
down inside the Cowboy 35.
That concussion type of thing, you know, you keep trying to get out of it, and you keep trying to get out of it, and you just don't come out of it.
Pass is caught.
Florida was running backs.
Mitchell swings out in motion, and the ball comes out to him. And Mitchell.
They were knocking him down to the turf. Never did complete a pass. And, you know, he knows he has a history of concussions, and you know that the Eagles were going to put pressure on him, and that's the way they play him. They always do, and they did it again.
Shuttle pass. This time to Luther Broughton from 33 yards out. Plenty of distance. And good. The Eagles move further ahead, 24-0.
Now they have to use him, and those are the plays they're going to be using.
And he has no backup. As you mentioned, Joey Galloway is the third quarterback, and Cunningham, that's one thing he can do, is get away from the pressure. He's always been able to run.
Until his junior year in high school, and I think it was because his mother wouldn't let him play.
That's right. Said the coach stopped by his house every day. Pass is picked off by the Cowboys by Izell Reese.
That was a heck of an interception. That was a heck of a catch by Izell Reese. That ball was drilled in there, and he was coming up, and he just caught that.
In his early years, that's what he did. And as you say, he was very good at it. Here comes that blitz. Cunningham gets rid of it complete.
He sent a tape to Steve Hoffman, the kicking coach, and he brought it out a couple years later and brought him in and gave him a try.
And he puts the Cowboys on the scoreboard.
Has been out there way too much in his first half.
That's going to wear him down. And here's Duce Staley. He'll wear you down. He gets the first down.
He's not going to be denied, is he?
No, he's not. He's one of those guys who enjoys playing. McNabb. Chase. And taken down by Alonzo Spellman. Alonzo.
Plus a little Joe Gibbs or Washington Redskin offense.
And a little Andy Reid. Tacked on. Here's Cunningham. Back in the pocket. Finds himself some room and throws it upfield, and it's picked off. Carlos Emmons comes up with it for the Eagles, and he's still on his feet. And Emmons gets down. Flag on the play. Emmons got back to about the 30. They have a chance to add to their lead. McNabb fakes, throws, in the corner, incomplete.
This week by the Dallas Cowboys.
2nd and 10. McNabb going for more. Pass is picked off in the middle. That's Joe Bowden who makes the interception for the Cowboys. 28 seconds left. As Cunningham drops the throw and goes deep. For Ishmael, incomplete. The crowd wants interference. 3rd and 10. Cunningham drops. first down to Ishmael. Cunningham lofts it down to Galloway. He's good again. And at the half, it's 24-0. And you have to just be shocked at this score, as I'm sure the Cowboys were with the way Andy Reid had this game begin for himself.
When he is going to be back, if he is going to be back.
Right. Here comes the Cowboy blitz. And Staley.
Here's another empty backfield.
McNabb, and he can run. McNabb gets the ball into Luther Broughton.
2 players from the Cowboys and 2 players from the Eagles had IVs at halftime to replace their fluids and hopefully help them prevent dehydration and cramping in the second half.
3 gallons of water during the course of the game. That's a lot of water. Pass caught.
Really worn down.
The Cowboys have had the ball this half. McNabb to Pinkston. Complete. And this one's good. Started off with an onside kick, which took a lot of courage on Andy Reid's part. Cunningham. Incomplete intended. And certainly he would be one of the most honored, and should be. That's Duce Staley. Flashing to the outside.
Measure or means that they're in.
Here's Duce Staley again. And Staley is off to the races unless somebody runs him down, and here comes Darren Woodson to catch him. And Staley has to be exhausted.
Look at him, 28 for 200 yards, and that's both, total yards. That's both catching and running. The Cowboys talking with him and some of the Eagle players that he was going to have that kind of day.
McNabb.
You have a good defensive coordinator who brings in an aggressive defense.
That's Mitchell.
That will be his career high.
3rd and goal. McNabb drops. And McNabb takes it in himself. And slam dunks it over the goalpost.
See, that's what McNabb could do. I mean, he's not only a good runner, he just knocked one of his own guys down. You should see that. Watch him when he hits Staley here. This is something here. Here comes Duce. Duce is all ready to get the big celebration. Duce comes in. Hey, I love you. Great move. Whop! Right on his back. His head down. And that's probably, as you say, the hardest hit he's had all day. He's trying to get some of that water.
Duce looks happy. It should be.
Yeah, winning is a great deodorant, isn't it fun? Isn't it fun when you're winning?
That's another item they're going to need for the trip home. No deodorant.
And they're all afraid to get hurt, and they take their players out. And so the first indicator you really have is in his first regular season game.
Cunningham firing deep for Galloway. Incomplete.
And it's something that the Cowboys are always going to remember this game. How hot it was here and what a beating they took. And the Eagles will remember this is the hottest day they ever played, but it didn't bother them at all.
And what a good start they got off to. He'll remember it. Alonzo Spellman and those defensive linemen.
Yeah, they didn't do much today. They didn't put much pressure on Donovan McNabb.
Oh, and there goes Duce Staley. Foot race. Chased by Larimore. Staley gets inside the 5. Ryan McNeil finally takes him down inside the 10-yard line at about the 7.
I don't know what they paid Duce Staley, but it's not enough for today. And I would say whatever they pay him, he's earned it today. This guy is a player. This guy is a player.
If I were aware of that.
Look at it. He's bright-eyed. He got a bounce in his walk. He's something.
Mitchell. Touchdown. I might leave Duce. I might give him a chance to get 200 yards.
No, I wouldn't, because it was something that'd be hard to live with yourself if, in trying to get him 200 yards, he got hurt.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know, something like that. You know, you said that Duce Staley ought to get 200. He did have 200 yards. He got so many yards today, and counting it up, we just got the numbers wrong.
It really had been uncomfortable. 3rd and 11.
And sometimes you don't realize how hot it is down there because it's not up here.
Cunningham caught by Ishmael.
And that's the thing, and you have to get ready to play, and you just can't put them in, you know, in jars and hope that they don't get hurt, and then they come out and play.
Cunningham to Galloway.
Very well today on the wide receivers of the Cowboys.
It's Cunningham up the middle to Galloway about the 1. Chris Warren went to the sideline. Galloway, touchdown. I couldn't tell if he had it for a second. The ball never did hit the ground. Galloway did make the catch for a touchdown. They're going for 2. Cunningham drops. Throws. 2 points. Left-footed. Out of bounds. It was exciting the first time it happened today on the opening kickoff.
Nice job.
Out of bounds again, and now.
You know, on a swivel, upside down.
There's Stanley Pritchett, not Mitchell. Pritchett down.
And you can't do everything about it, but there's some things you can do about it that they didn't do.
Detmer lobs it in the end zone where it's picked off by Sparks. In frustration walking off. Dave Campo coaching debut. Very much a disappointment. Andy Reid's very enthusiastic and very successful. 41-14. We'll be back to play of the game right here at Texas Stadium in a moment.